So, good morning everyone, and welcome back to another little grooming video. I'm just going to give, this is Buttercup on the table. Just going to give her a comb through, in case she got any knots, and just a general check over, see what her health condition is. I think it's pretty good at the moment, so I'll just go round with this comb. Fine comb. Okay, well, we get a girl. Good girl. Yes, she brushed regular, so she shouldn't have any knots as such. But when there are some knots, they're usually under the arms, under there, and sometimes round the back. I found so far, but generally speaking, because she's groomed, or at least brushed 2 or 3 times a week, there's no real knots to contend with. You might find the odd one in the tail sometime because it's all long and fluffy and move it about, of course, and lie on it and things, and it can tend to get a few knots in it. But to get them out readily, it keeps it down to a very minimum. Just put a comb through her, follow it line of her fur. You can feel when you get something straight away. Okay, baby, chin up. You're still under this, around there. She's a pretty good dog for being groomed. She's so used to it that they know it's not going to hurt them, so they just tend to stand where you put them. Always hold on to the dog when we're grooming them, because if suddenly something spooks them, makes them jump, they might just jump off the table. You never know. It's you can't guarantee they won't jump in panic. But that's it. If you hold on to them, they know for sure there will be no dangers. And if I leave the table, an emergency or pass somebody at the door or whatever, I've got to do something, then I take the dog. I'd take Buttercup with me under my arm because she's only little, so if you're a bigger dog, I put her on the floor. Never leave her on the table unattended, even with a harness on, because she could still jump. And if she jumped with a harness on, she'll probably either strangle herself or break her neck. So any dogs that are groomed, they have to be taken off the table or carried when they leave the table, because you can't take any risks whatsoever with the dog, because as I said, they can be slightly unpredictable. In a panic situation or something, they might, oh, you know, I'm off for some reason. Buttercup and Mags can actually jump off this table with no ill effects. They just hop down. But I don't really want them to, really. But they have in the past just jumped off, like it's just jumping down a step. But they are a lot bigger dogs. Charlie and Buttercup, Charlie and what's his name? The Bluebell. They are quite bigger side of Buttercup. Right, let's just do your tail. Let's face a little bit of air out, bit of parts flying in the coat just loose. Get rid of that. Now we'll get this stipple brush, like that, and we'll just go through our tail, because this tends to get the any knots out quite easily. Put a comb through, comb centre sort of just get stuck behind a knot, where these will just pull it out or pull it to pieces. There we go. Okay, so stand up a moment because I can't see what I'm doing while you're sat on it. Here we go. Put that through like that. Then I'm trying putting the comb through and see how we go. They naturally pick the tails up when they're happy anyway. When they're upset, it goes between the legs, they frightened or something, tail goes down there, and they'll stop down there till they feel more confident. Sometimes when you're outside walking and they'll drop the tail down, it's something, not sure about something. But as soon as it's the face past, tail goes straight back up again like that. So you know the mood the dog is in at any given time. Now the comb's gone through that okay, which is good. I like that. Nice bushy tail, a bit like basil brush. If you know what basil brush is, depending on your age. Youngsters might not know what basil brush is, but you can Google it and find out. Basil brush and Mr. Derrick. Yeah, that's a tail, lovely tail. The tail's a lot like a dad's, like a pom-pom tail. Okay, just have a look, see what it's like. You probably don't need much trimming, really. Let's take a little teensy-weensy bit off there, if I can find the scissors. And there you go, just a slide, just shape it around a little bit. Yes, you're not ready for a groom yet, but things like this can just tidy up. And bigger scissors, big ones. Actually ready for being sharpened, these are. Ready for a good sharpening. Get them done soon. There you go, that's not too bad at the moment. Boing. There we go. Like that. Okay, turn you around then. Let's turn you around, she's busy looking outside. It does tend to keep them occupied while you're grooming them, but sometimes you just want to look that way all the time. Right, let's just check around your eyes. I've got the little flea comb, but we've not got no fleas, but what about some years, so it helps to get these dry bits that come out of their eyes. Yes, best put your hand behind and not the dirty bit, and then pull it out, then you don't pull on the dog's skin. Do it very gently like that. Other side the same. So you got a bit in, I took some out last night because you got quite a big runny bit that come down and dried off, so I took it out last night because I think it was irritating a little bit. And that's going to be shaven now, just going to just go over her eye. And corners like that, good, yeah. Like that. That's it, so let's get that bit out. Gets a bit out of this right up round her eyes. Just there. Okay. Let's spot that. Get the comb again and just brush it down. Let's see how we're going. Yeah, good girl. That's it, good girl. There we go. Let's brush her ear. Let's do this one first, shall we? That'll be easier. Bend around it, baby. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's it. Good girl. Ears do tend to get a little bit knotted, but if you do it regularly, it keeps it down to a minimum. It soon comes out and everybody's happy. Good girl, that's it around like that. Here we go. Stipple brushes are very good for this sort of thing. Just finishing off, especially little bits out. So, just check inside her ear. Her ears are pretty clean at the moment. Good girl. Good girl, okay, okay. Some like you fiddle with the ears more than other dogs. Depends on the nature of the dog. That's alright, that's clean. There's no dirt in there. Just brush it back again. I'm letting the ears grow. Well, I'll keep them long because I think they look better on these doggies. If the ears are too short, they look a bit awkward. Just take the end little bits off just to keep it, straighten it up. Right then, this way. There. Take that bit out of the comb. Okay, babe, just let's do this. I can just feel a little bit of tangle in there, but it's fishing it out. Okay, without pulling. Just hold the rear ear there, then brush below it, and it don't pull on the skin so much. And they're more happy to let you brush the ear. You just feel bits now and again, little bits coming out. The bits that you can't see by just looking at them. You have to get the brush in them and see where the knots are. Or sometimes it's tangled up. They're starting to get tangled, but the questions aren't quite easy. Just check if yeah, that's all right. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. That's tidy enough there. Okay. Oh, made your face all scruffy. Just brush his chest. These do feel a bit more prickly, these do, because they've got like wires. What they are for Pacific purpose. Check under her legs for knots. That's clear. Okay, good girl. Good girl. If you leave them a long while, they will get knots. Definitely under their arms. And sometimes you get some on the tummy as well. Good girl. Right, what do you get then? Up, up, up. There we go. Some dogs let you lift them up more than others. If they don't like it at all, won't let you do it, then you put them down. I'll show you in a moment how you do. If they don't let you pick them up like this, really protest, I'll put them down and then just lift one leg up like that and then brush them this way. They've all got their little foibles, what they like and don't like, so you know, when they're cutting the coat also you can do it like this. Then we shave under the belly bits under here. Well, that's another way of doing it. So there's ways and means of doing the same job. And if a doggy, if you're doing something to him, perhaps doing his face and whatever, and he protests, it could be any part of the body. If they protest, leave that bit, go somewhere else, do something else on the dog's body, and then come back to that bit later when they calm down. And there's ways you have to work around doggies. Max, for example, Max is completely easy to do. You don't protest at all. Buttercup used to protest a little bit, but as now, no problem. She got used to it, she knows what to expect, and so she's happy with letting us groom her. In fact, she's lying down now. Look, she'll probably like her lie down. Nice, lie down. Check your belly. Let's check your belly. What's in there? Oh, it's a bit hairy. You're a bit hairy, aren't you, in there? Yeah, there's your muscles. You've got glands. Well, they've got glands all over, but they've got two glands just under the skin there. Sometimes they can swell a little bit, but if they do, it's best to get them checked because it could be signs of infection. But most of the time, they're okay. Don't know you to panic. Just do a little bit of tidy up in here if we can. Good girl. Okay. We'll just a bit off. Not taking much off, just a bit. Make like a bit tidy. Excuse me. Good girl. That's a good girl. We're not doing much to her today. We're making sure she's clean and healthy. Right then, stand up then. Just have you stood up a minute. This is a long video. Oh, I should have made it in bits, I think. I'm going to do a bottom now. Sometimes the shavers can get hot, so it's best to do it quickly and not leave it on the skin, because it can give them a skin burn. It's surprised now as they soon warm up. That one's just warm at the moment, but just tidy around there. Tidy around the bits. keep them hygienically clean. You have to be careful again that you don't cause a burn with the heat that's coming out of it. So, just quickly do that like that. And that's about it. Right then. Yeah, round then, baby. No, there's two dogs just gone by. I think she thinks you can go and play with them. There you go. There you go. That's it. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. There you go. Hey, that'll do for today for you, won't it? Hey, that'll do for you today. Are you happy doggy now? Are you happy chappy? Yeah? Good girl. Good girl. Right, we'll leave it there. Well, I'll just do this bit one, I think, with these shears. Over this bit over her head. To get that bit sticking out, you just pull the skin back on the head and then just feather it out. That takes that big lumpy bit out that gets in the middle between their eyes. Just there. And I do try and leave the whiskers on because they're there for a purpose. If you cut the black ones, dark ones, it hurts them more than if you cut the white ones. They seem tougher, so but where possible, I leave them on because, as I said, they're there for a purpose. Yes, got some white ones there, darker ones at the top. So there you are, doggy. There you are, Buttercup. You'll be happy for the rest of the day, won't you? Maybe we're not garden soon to have a play. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's informative in some way for you. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.